Bismillah.
Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulullah. Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome to my presentation today about Combined Genius program. I think you'll all find it very useful, actually, and be able to use it in your classes, inshallah. The moment you walk out of this class, I'd like you to walk out with something that you can use. I don't like a lot of theory, which is good for nothing, and then at the end of the day, what was that all about, you know? So this is hands-on and practical. I'm going to give you information on how it works, and then for a greater part of the presentation, we're going to be involved in group works and pair works to actually have a hands-on experience with the program. I have here this wireless keyboard and mouse. I'll put in groups, and then you'll be able to pass it around and put your ideas on the map. Okay. So technology is here to help. The title is Map Up Your Mind Before You Get Down. It said to make up your mind, but I changed a little bit to map up your mind. So it doesn't really exist maybe in the English language. It's just a little trick. I think having all these years of teaching English, we are entitled to change the language a little.
Is it free or?
Make up your mind. So writing is not easy. Not only for students, but also for seasoned authors and writers. You know, blank piece of paper staring at you, you're looking at the paper, nothing is happening here, it's scary. Why? Because it's a productive skill, which means that you have to produce something, do something, create something. It may not always happen. Even for seasoned authors, there's something called writer's block, in which they find it impossible to continue to write or finish what they start writing. And it's defined as a usual temporary, thank God, psychological inability. So there's a lot of psychological situation involved in this. You can be perfectly physically okay, but if your brain is not, wheels not turning, then it's a problem. Inability to begin or to continue work on a piece of writing. Okay? So that's a problem for everyone, not just for students. For us, even. Now, the theory says, well, to beat the writer's block disease, take a piece of paper and just jot down whatever comes to you, right? Don't worry about mistakes, errors, forget about grammar, forget about the language problems and mechanics. Just put your ideas down on paper and see what it looks like. Okay? So, well, it may work, and then again, it might not. Half the time it works, and sometimes it may not. Well, to give you an example of shopping list, if you take a pen and a paper and then jot down what you need to do shopping, you may come up with something like this, right? But then again, the problem with jotting down words is that it can be very disorganized. Elements here and elements there, not connected, not coherent. So what's wrong with my shopping list?
Vegetables are then put together.
Disorganized, right?
Yes.
Probably I should just put them under dairy, meat, vegetables, juice. So that I don't have to find myself rushing from aisle to aisle and back to the same aisle again. I'm wasting my time. So I have to put what I put down, jot down on paper under in a certain presentable way, so that it makes sense. It saves time and it looks good. So now this is good. We have a plan, so we can go shopping, right? And then so if I'm gonna go there, oh, I forgot this. most of the time it happens. I go, I should have done this. This is where my genius comes in. Technology can help here. Has anybody ever heard of this program before? A similar program that does mind mapping? So are you familiar with the mind mapping concept?
Yeah.
We're all mostly familiar with what mind mapping is called.
Personal brain.
Has anybody ever used a program or any other kinds of programs with their writing classes? Any kind of technology? No. Well, I'm glad that I'm here to just give you a tool that you can use. Well, this is the actual map that I created for my presentation. To create this presentation, you put the main idea right in the middle, and then you just attach, and connect ideas to the top. I thought that I'd welcome my audience first, and then you can branch off into a little more details, right? And then I would introduce the program. And blah, blah, blah. And from there, I would do this and this and this, and so on. So, okay, now how does this program work? Now, the shopping list, remember, may look like something like this in the Mind Genius program. You can just put the idea, shopping list idea in the middle, and then put your items, shopping right here. But again, as you see, it's not organized. After initially jotting them down on paper, then you start putting them, connecting them together under certain headings, such as this. Never mind about the spelling error here, it's intentional, which means that you can run a spell check on the program. It will find words that are just spelled and then correct them for you. Right. Also, wedgies, double check. And then once your map is ready, we're not done yet, right? We still have to convert these prompts into sentences. That's the tricky part. Right? Now, fortunately, this program has the capability to put the map, export the map into
Practice is very well.
Commonly used, well-known document formats, such as PDF, Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint. It can create a state-of-the-art PowerPoint based on your map slides. So, in our case, since we're going to be doing a little editing, converting the font words into sentences, statements, making tragedies. So, what document format is the most suitable one?
Word.
Yep. So, you'll even out Word. The map will be sitting on top of the paper in the header area. And all of your, the title, the subtitles, and the branches will be handsomely written down. Which means that you can go and fill them up, fill in the blanks.
Graphic organizers.
Yeah.
Graphic organizers.
It's real. I'm going to give you a little demonstration now. And from here, you just fill in the blanks. Once you have the skeleton of the building, then you have to put in the bricks, which is where putting in the statements come in. And then you have your shopping trip. Looking at you.
You mean the program does this?
You have to help the program help you.
Yeah, so I just need to fill in the space.
Right. It could be done individually, in a group, right? In our case, we'll be doing lots of group activities. And once your map is ready, then you have to export this to an editing program such as Microsoft Word, and from there, convert those ideas, the supporting details, basic words, I call them prompts, which are essential placeholders or reminders for you to remember what to say, what to write. And then, based on your proficiency, level of proficiency, this could be used for level 1, 2, 3, across all levels. Your sentences might look a little simpler, more complex, depending on the level, vocabulary, larger, smaller size of vocab, but the basic idea is the same. Okay, this was Genius, right? So let's go to my Genius program here. I'll give you a quick overview of the program. Let's just say this is a trial version program. It means you have 1 month to try it out, and then thereafter, if you like it, you can purchase it. But the good news is, there's a bunch of other freebies over there out on the internet. You can download them for free, use them. Although this is quite capable, has lots of features and stuff.
Any application available?
Yes, I'll actually have handouts here to just give you a resources. Field. Yeah.
How much is it, bro?
How's that?
How much is it?
Honestly, I never found out. You see, I use a program called eFreeze. I'm a little tricky, which resets the computer brand new each and every time. So this program thinks that I'm installing it for the first time. Oh, that's it.
It's quite easy.
eFreeze, remember. Okay. So, of course, it's a trial. We'll try the program now. So you start the program, and it opens quite like Microsoft Word, with the main toolbar at the top, and the sidebars on the left and on the right. Okay, now, once the program starts, I would like to draw your attention on the sidebar over on the right-hand side. Here are templates to help you to get started. You see, do you want to write down a resume, a CV? You'll find the template here. Are you going for an interview, job interview? What questions are you expecting to ask, answer? There is a template here. Are you going to a meeting to make a presentation and you don't know where to start, how to finish your product? There's a template here. Are you writing your dissertation, your MA dissertation, your PhD thesis? There is a template here. I actually, for my MA work, did a lot of that because so yeah, there's lots of tools you can use here. So I'll show you a real quick. There's a lot of tens of templates, but what we're interested in right now is the school templates, right? So under the school templates here, you find tens of other templates. And for our purpose, we're going to be using essay topic. Okay. There's a lesson plan. Okay, yeah, here. I'll show you a map for a template for lesson map. It's a little slow. It takes a couple of seconds before the template shows up. Well, as you see here, I'm going to do a white stick. Okay. The template is here. All you have to do basically is to fill in the blanks and then export the Microsoft Word and then finish the job there. And your plan is ready. Well, in this case, we're going to use the school template. And then under the school template, the essay template. Well, this essay template is simple, but it can be used for a lot more sophisticated projects, like such as I told you, the dissertation. If you're writing your dissertation, you can use The essay topic, the production, main body, and so on. In our case, let's give it a quick demo. What was my topic? My shopping list?
Shopping.
My shopping list. Okay.
This is slang shopping.
Well, as you see, it could be very sophisticated, too detailed. You can simply get rid of the ones you don't need. Now, essay title. Just double click and then type. I am going shopping this afternoon. Well, you know, it could be anything. An introduction, you can put an introduction here. Okay, just click and then double click and type. It's pretty straightforward and easy. Why I need shopping. I need to do shopping. You could be giving an introduction there. And then the main body, you could be writing down words such as meat and fish. And then you could be doing the dairy.
Vegetables and fruits.
Yep. And then next you could be writing about vegetables, veggies, fruits and veggies. Right. And then bakery. Okay. We don't need the summary here, so just get rid of that. We don't need, of course, bibliography and the whole 9 yards. This is for more sophisticated writing purposes, so just get rid of that. So, okay, now I'm ready. Right, okay. I'm done. So now, once my map is ready, what do I do? I just export this. As you see, you have the target of formats into which you could be sending this map. And then you could be saving this, printing this, or you could even be emailing this to somebody who needs it. In this case, I'm going to be Word. Right. This one, of course. Right, so it's exporting the map to Microsoft Word. And it opens like this. Map at the top, and the details of the map at the bottom. So what do I do now? Why I need to do shopping? This is basically a prompt or a placeholder, which I have to refine, convert into sentences, statements, right? It could be tedious, but then again, I have an idea of what to say, right? That's the start, right? So I could be saying, well, this is the header, right? I could be saying here things like, I don't have anything in my fridge. Don't stop yourself typing or writing once you see an error happening, right? There's a spelling here or here or here. Keep typing because error correction can be handled at a later time. Don't worry about mistakes or anything. Just keep typing, keep writing. My fridge. My fridge. And my wife is mad. So I need to go shopping at my earliest convenience. Here is what my shopping list looks like. Now, I can go to the main body from here. And then, okay, fish, eat and fish. First, our students love to say first of all, second of all, third of all, and finally. Whenever they start writing things down, they say first, second, third, finally. Okay. So we won't disappoint them, right? First, I'll visit. I am going to visit the meat and fish section and buy salmon and chicken wings. Well, basically, I don't want to waste my time any further than this. You got to get like it. So you fill the blanks based on these prompts that you have imported from the map, and then finally get rid of the parts where you don't need parts like the introduction page. So you have to delete that, right? Main body, you don't need to see the main body in your writing, so you delete that. If you see anything that's red on there, red underlined, points to spelling errors, so you have to just basically take care of the spelling problems. F7. F7 is a shortcut key that triggers the spelling error. So there is a problem with your shopping, so you can correct that. I'll take the shopping suggestion here and change. Next, there is a problem with word going. It should be going as it suggests, so I'll take the suggestion. Anything is wrong, done. So I can print. So my writing is done. About the templates before we go, if you don't like any of these templates, and they don't seem, none of those templates seem to be working for your particular need, you can always start a blank presentation, such as this. It starts with a bubble in the middle and nothing else. It's coming up. I hope. Yeah, it's a little slow. It takes a couple of seconds before. Okay. Well, all you'll see with a blank map is this. New map title. And then from here, you create your map from scratch. All help. You're on your own, no templates. But that's still very useful for a lot of people, for me as well. Instead of using the templates, I find myself more using the blank one, so that I can go in the direction that I need to go and put in the things that I need. So, ready for a spin? Yeah? Okay. So for this workshop, I have the topic idea for the traffic problem in Jeddah. Right. So I'd like to divide, well, handsomely divide the class into two big groups, maybe, right? And subgroups, rows. Each row could be serving as a group, or you could divide the row into two separate groups. I'll let you handle the groupings on your own.
Sorry, this question. As I create a mind map, can I change colors within the program?
Oh yes, man. I mean, if I go in there, it's gonna take like a whole day. It's a huge program. You can do wonderful, wonderful stuff. Like I give you an example. Well, here, I created the map for traffic problem in Jeddah. And this is the one, right? Well, you can decorate it, and look really very attractive, very handsome colors and lines and images and icons and pictures. Here. How does it look? Nice, right? I did this. Great genius. I I don't want to waste my time going to the tools, which tool does what job, and it's a huge area. You can discover for yourself, and they're all self-explanatory.
You started as a blank with this? or-
I started as a blank from scratch. Alhamdulillah. In Fazlullah. You can do the same. The tools are there. All the tools you need are here. How to change colors, and this, how to change fonts, and how to use the branches in what direction. You could use different layouts such as this, in which case your map will change, such as this, right? And such as this, and so on. And of course you can zoom in on your map by using the zoom feature there. So wider, there it goes. I'm going to go for this guy over here once again. And zoom. See? So you can have a closer look at the details and little branches there. Or from the left-hand side, you can use the part that you're interested in only, paragraph 2, and under paragraph 2, I want to focus on what causes the problem, and under what causes the problem, lack of public transportation. And if I want more detail on no subway system, okay, you can zoom on details and then work on those details. This is a totally different area, and I don't have time going there. So I'm excited. I'm really willing to get started with our project here. Our topic will be, I'm going to start, would you like to build on the template, or would you like to build on a blank?
Blank.
Blank, okay, let's start with a blank. My topic today for you is the traffic problem. So this is my topic, and I'd like to make two groups. One group will be working on the problems that cause the traffic problem, and the other group will be working on the solutions, how to solve those problems. Okay? Which side would like to be the problem side? Mr. Problem. Yes. Problems. Well, both sides want problems. Does anybody have a solution? Let's flip it more.
Let's look at the problem.
Or we could be picking the best two body guys over here, and then they could press it.
Yeah, let them look for the problem. Okay. The causes, effects, and the solution.
Too detailed. What we're interested in here is to give a little demo of how the program works, right? Let's keep it simple, guys, okay? Now, the traffic problem is just on one side. I'm going to go, okay. To add a branch, simply press the insert button on your keyboard. Okay, problems. Of course, there needs to be an introduction, right? Introduction. And then, let's insert again. Insert.
You just press enter?
Yeah, so press insert for a new branch, type, and then press enter. Simple.
You can do it from this is
You can do it from there also.
Yeah, you can use it. I find the keyboard shortcuts a lot handier than the point up the, where is this hiding now? Where is this thing in which, pull down menu, is it hiding, right? So it could be very confusing. So I'm very handy with the keyboard shortcut, but you could use the pull down menus and then split from the menu, no problem. And solution, insert. Okay, and then let's finish this. Wind this down, insert conclusion. Right, so our map is ready. Let's go to the format. Introduction, problems, conclusions, solutions. No, I don't like the original was there. Okay, this is fine. I'll leave it as that. Now, the problems and solutions here, so let's have it on the right. Right, so what I'm going to do is then allow yourselves to create groups. Like-minded guys. I have Let's go for all purposes. Okay. So, pairs, groups, I don't care. Now let's brainstorm for 5 minutes. Simply raise your hands and
This is way noisier than I anticipated. This was supposed to be original. Most of us have a good style. Normally, this is not the last of more controls and more
Right.
Just words, prompts, not sentences. We're not putting in sentences, just prompts, words, phrases.
I'll just want to export this to Word and then we'll finish it up. I think this wireless keyboard is also a great idea. It would have created a lot of news there around this That's the introduction part.
One last time, and then click the box, sorry for all the noise. I think it comes with the territory, just for people in the same classes. Not very easy to manage. And I have a very poor record for classroom management. The PU was nearly hiring, but we had Mercer. Okay, so my classroom is all the time. Anyhow, so our tree has really grown, right? As you see, lots of branches, ideas in there. Now, what do we do? Export to Microsoft Word. Let's export and see how it looks. So export menu. So we can export to an image or an HTML file to post it on the website if you like. Or you can export it to a PDF portable document format that's openable and readable by all operating systems, all platforms. Or Microsoft Word for further editing, which is basically what our purpose is here. So we are, or a presentation. This will all appear so handsome in a presentation. Let me just give you a quick demo how it looks in a presentation. Okay. So now the map is going into PowerPoint presentation. And it looks like this. The map. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple, but it's there. So now we're going to send it to Word. Export to Word for further editing, filling the blanks, and so on. Now, when you're doing this for your class, you can either get ideas for the class and type for yourself at the time, if you have a time constraint or time restriction, or you could just take it easy and let the students do all the typing. You just stand by and help them. Which is what I'm going to do here. So the map is at the top of the page. Who would like to put in the introduction?
Yeah.
I'm looking for someone to
Yes.
put in the intro.
Jimmy.
Yes, yes.
Okay, intro.
I'm your representative, you mean?
Yeah. Yes, you designate. Please type the intro. So you could be involving students, groups, and pairs to fill in,
The mouse, please.
to build on their prompts. Well, there's one right underneath you. There, I put a good jump off. Don't worry about capitalization errors. Don't disrupt yourself because there's a problem here and there. Just jot them down.
I see you have two mics. Can you use them?
One is wired, the other is wireless. See, this has got a cord. And this is my own computer, and the office has called me in recently, and they said, well, there is a computer under your name. I said, no, wait, I've been using my own computer. That's mine. I'm not going to do it. Well, there is a computer under your name. 5, 6 years ago, there must be a relic from the past. So I returned. I said, well, I gave it back. They looked me in the eye and they don't want So we go upstairs to Mr. There was a shady sitting up, big guy who was got the stamp. Power, arms and arms. So I went up there and then I talked to the people there. Okay, who would like to do construction? Who would like to say a word on construction going on, double parking? Feel free. Who wants to?
He said he was.
Who wants to have who wants to have an input on any one of these items? You can extend the site. After the sentence, we have a good idea of what this program can do and how it works and how it behaves. Of course, you can plan your classes a lot more sophisticated than this. Probably you have 20 students and it's going to make it pretty easy. But now you have an idea how this program works. Does everyone have a copy of the resources? Honestly, it puts it doable. I'm not sure. Does everyone have a page of the resources, the download links, and everyone has a copy? Right. There are different various kinds of mind. There are like, if not hundreds, tens of different kinds of mind mapping programs out there in the market. I selected ones that you can use for Windows, for Android tablets, for phones, for iOS, for Macs. So depending on what kind of device you use and what kind of operating system you have on your device, you could use those resources and download them. You could ask your students to bring in a tablet for each group, and they could having a map of their own. So you could discuss their map, convert it into Word, and let your imagination wander. The possibilities are there. Probably you'll have much better ideas on how to use this program. Okay, so that's it. Can I have the keyboard and the mouse? Where is it? Okay. So basically, I'm going to end the presentation here. And if you have any questions, you can reach me. Can you reach me? Where's my presentation?
During the holiday.
Please don't say I. Okay. Wow. The resources, I gave you a page for resources that we can use. I think where are we now is that we have really come to the end of the, okay. That was genius, right? You can use this for your classes and resources. You have a copy of the resources for Windows, for Mac, for Android.
Which one?
Yeah, you should have all of those on a single page. I'm very stingy. I don't use, because I printed those out of my own printer and my own. Any questions here? Well, thank you for coming.
Okay, wait.